The start of a business is look for a major problem and solve it. Look for the most problem that people have and try solve it. That's the start of a business. Simple. That's the start of a business. Ask any entrepreneur or any man who is successful in a business or any woman anywhere in our world where you're living. There's always the problem and one person to solve it. So if you have that time to sit and think that nothing will go on, you can sit and think and find out ways and solution of to solve a problem. There's always problem. Everywhere you go, people have problem. Problem one of the biggest thing. But solving the problem is less because people don't sit and think and find a way of to solve problem. You have to solve problem. You get me? So you have to make your environment, make you be successful. You don't have to travel quick or foreign, you know, leave your country go nowhere to be successful. Once you find the method of knowing that solving a problem and charge a cost for it, that's the way of business solve. Sometimes you don't even start charge cost before. Because when Mark Zuckerberg built Facebook, they never used to make no money. They never used to make no money. But once people come on the platform and start doing them, them find ways and means of make money from it. If people not did it, you can't make money. If a customer don't come, you can't sell. So you have to get the customer base built first. So sometimes you have to put in work without even putting in for money. Sometimes you have to put in work before. Service first. And you know that, so service first. It's a nice environment make you become conscious and get into yourself and dig deep down in yourself and find ways and means how to create solution to problem. You find a way how to solve problem and you can miss. Guarantee that. Anytime you see the big problem and just move to it, you can't miss. You see me? And more time when you find one solution to problem, don't go tell everybody. And more time you talk to some small-minded people and tell them your ideas where you have any things and something where you want to get done. And people shut you down. People push you, say it can't work, it can't. More time are grudgeful, people grudgeful. Boy, can't believe say you come up with such a great idea and he don't know what to do. You see me? I say him must struggle and tie up and don't know what to do. So him see you come with a good idea now, he might push it. Might push it down. You see me? So you have to be careful who you make here your new idea. You don't have to tell nobody. Just come and start deal with it and push it and know your levels so you're depend and know something. I don't give up until this work. If you find a way to make it work. You see me? Because you can't take advice from unsuccessful people in any work. You see me? I say you have to check the people them were successful already. And then get them, sit them down. If you have to take them to lunch, if you have to sit them down, if you have even work for them, if you can reason with them and get to find out how them reach that level here. You see me? Because nothing easier than that. Just be a free intern, man. Be a free intern for a year. Try to find a way out. And just know, say, listen, I work, yes, I have to learn the craft, Once I learn the craft, me and my boss not no problem, but I go know, so I have to go try build what I build because I learn, I come to learn the craft for free. You get me? So you just have to know, say, make your environment, make you become successful. You can be successful anywhere where human being there. You see me? So search for the problem and solve it for a small cost and possible. You scale it after. You just know, say, your environment is no problem. Your mind is the problem. Your environment is no problem to you once human being is there. So make your environment work for you. Don't make it work against you. You see me? Don't tell small-minded people your ideas because they're not going to push you down. You get me? Don't get advice from people who is not successful because you got problem. You understand me? I say, so successful now for mean financially alone. People can be successful but they don't start making money yet. But them successful at the things that they do. They help people to create empire. And they help people to create good business. But they might not successful as yet. So successful is not just financially alone. A man can be successful but he's not rich. After a time financially we gain and scale. But man never rich until he did. But he was a successful person. So your environment is no problem. Just be environmental conscious and make your environment work for you. It can work for you. Search for the problem and find the solution. The problems are always there. You see me? The problems are always there. And not interested or not to a sense that you think, leave a comment. Leave a comment. We talk about it and solve things. It's not a competing in a conversation. I don't know who win from who win, who can learn and who learn from the conversation. So leave a comment. If you start to live in our environment today, once you can live there and human being is there, you can be successful. Napoleon Hill said best, man. Anyway, human being is, success can be there.
You know what my grandfather told me? You don't get as far as the motherfucker you talk to for no reason. You'll be successful as a motherfucker that you talk to for no reason. What I mean is, if you spending your day talking to a nigga that ain't got nothing going on, what the kind of information can he offer you? Can he help you learn something? Can he teach you something in the conversation?
I compare myself to Steve Jobs or Walt Disney, Howard Hughes, David Stern, Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Jesus, or whatever it is. I'm saying these are my heroes. These are people that I look up to. This is the type of impact I want to make on the earth. If I can make this type of impact up to this point, what can I do if you call Bob Iger and say, yo, give him a shot? If you call Oprah and say, yo, back this kid. His parents were educators. He wants to educate. He wants to look at curriculums and say, how do we simplify that? Exactly what I did in music, I want to apply to product. I want to apply to education. This is what my company, Donda, is about.
All your moves should be premeditated. Don't let nothing surprise you. Anticipate it. You got to put thought into this shit, nigga, if you want to reach greatness, you know what I mean? If you want to do something special, you want to do something unique, or you could go out there blindfolded like 99% of these motherfuckers do and just wish or hope you get lucky. Fuck luck.
If this is what I have to live for, then I'm going to take the chance to get more. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens to me. You got to understand the reason, right? Why does that guy think like that? Right? How do you arrive at that point? You got to also look at that. You have to look at that. You got to look at the environments and places we live in and how things are set up and how things are structured and how we're always the last on the totem pole, even from our schooling to our roads, you know, everything that all the obstacles that's placed in front of us.
What they need to understand is that you should never feel like the world owes you anything. It doesn't. You must accept that it's all on you. That might seem like a very cynical way to view the world, but I would argue that it's actually liberating. You can only feel betrayal when you feel like you're owed something from someone. You can only feel resentment when you had expectation for assistance. When you accept that it's all on you, only then can you finally be free to focus 100% on being the best version of yourself.
Rule number one, nobody owes you nothing. I think once you accept that, you begin to move different. That's when you become a leader. Because if you demand a certain level of respect, you demand a certain level of loyalty, it's only gonna come from you showing it and you giving it. A motherfucker being able to come and talk to you about something and it never being repeated. A motherfucker, once that's established, that lasts a lifetime.
They don't even realize that when they box me in or try to verbally put me in some type of box or put Donda in a box, that they're really showing their level of ignorance. They're putting themselves in a box. And you know, people can write all they want, but what are people doing? And if there's anybody that's out there doing, they know how hard it is to actually do. And I'm like a motivation of the doers. If everything I did failed, which it doesn't, it actually succeeds. But if everything I did failed, just the fact that I'm willing to fail is an inspiration. People are so scared to lose that they don't even try. Like, one thing that people can't say is they can't say, I'm not trying. And I'm not trying my hardest and I'm not trying to do it the best way that I know how with what little information I get.
It's always good to compare yourself to people you look up to, right? Because you give yourself a high goal. You set high standards for yourself. And, you know, just compare yourself to the greats. Set the bar really high.
You know, I ain't have a plan B. I said it absolutely has to work. You know, so I'll stay focused and I'll make it happen.
Point in my life where my Truman Show boat has hit the painting. And I've got to a point that Michael Jackson did not break down. I have reached the glass ceiling. As a creative person, as a celebrity. When I say that, it means I want to do product. I am a product person, not just clothing, but water bottle design, architecture, everything, you know, that you could, you know, think about. And I've been at it for 10 years. And I look around, I say, wait a second, there's no one around here in this space that looks like me. And if they are, they're quiet as
Must state 5 important rules that apply to me because I believe everybody has their own silver lining. Well, for me, it's first and foremost desire. How much desire do you truly possess? I mean, you went to college, you got a master's degree. Does that make you successful? Desire, passion, lack of fear. You can't be scared to gamble on yourself. You got to be willing to gamble. You can't be scared to throw the dice. Most times, nobody else will bet on you. So you got to bet on yourself. I try to learn something every day.
My advice is just do things that are true to you. Most things that I'm involved with are extension of being creative. You know, Rocawear is a clothing company. It's part of who you are, and hip hop is your attitude and what you're trying to express, how you dress. You know, I love sports growing up. I grew up in a household where sports was on 24/7. So these are all things that are comfortable for me. You know, these are things that I like. So I would just say get involved in things that you love, and also have a standard for yourself and have some sort of integrity and try to, you know, find some sort of truth in what you're doing. All the things that you apply in business, you know, they say that he has great instincts. Well, on the streets, having great instincts can be the difference between life and death, not just losing a deal or incarceration, you know, which is less than death. And being a person of high integrity, you know, people want to deal with you in business, in trust, and honorable, a man of your word. All these things come to play in the business world.
I had to convince myself that I'm going to make it, you know, regardless of how people felt at that time. And what it does is it makes you feel like, well, it made me feel like there's going to be points that people are going to mistake my confidence for arrogance. They don't understand the process I went through and how much I had to believe in myself in order to make these things happen.
Find something to fall in love with, something to be passionate about, right? And then because you enjoy it so much, you'll be able to do it so much that you become so good that everybody's going to love and appreciate you.
I think very three-dimensionally. I don't think in the black and white lines that I've been programmed to think in. And I think in full color. So when I talk, I have to describe a thought in 5 ways. You know, we enjoy food that has multiple seasoning in it. We enjoy music that has multiple instruments. So when I talk, it's not a rant, it's a symphony of ideas. And when you collect them, you say, oh, these are all these things that connect. Yeah, you know, I just tell the truth. And telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. That's simply it.
Richer than I've ever been, and I pray you richer than you ever been. And that means spiritually, that means mentally, that just means health-wise, and getting to the motherfucking money. Don't be scared to get to the money, and don't be one of them type of motherfuckers when you get around, oh, money ain't everything. Well, you got the game fucked up. You better motherfucking take care of your mama, nigga. You better take care of your kids, nigga. You better take care of yourself. Don't come around me with that fake shit. Oh, money ain't everything. Shut the fuck up. We finna go get a gazillion.
Without people, and just being rich would be very boring. No one to share with, no one to have. You know what I mean? Like, you just be a rich person, one person on the planet. Just like,
well, then. The thing that becomes clearer to me each and every day is that I don't owe anyone a thing, and neither do you. I've seen a lot of people pollute their potential after sipping from the well of entitlement. This is certainly true of many of the people I've been associated with over the years.
As I go through these different levels, there's times where I would use confidence when I knew what I was doing, and I would use arrogance when I didn't know what I was doing. But I'd rather use arrogance than to let someone diminish my idea of myself, because that is what keeps us going. Hope actually keeps us alive. But I went from having confidence and arrogance to having faith. And faith is the opposite of fear. And that created this fearless approach that I have. And that's what now has made me the fearless leader that I am, that I've like crystallized into the leader that my mom always knew I would be when kids followed me in preschool. The leader that people saw when we changed the sound of music. The leader when we changed the sneaker industry. The leader in what we're doing with farming and with shelters.
Hey, fuck it. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to do right. And as the results begin to come, that feeling of accomplishment, that should be worth more than anything that, you know, your taste buds could give you.
Such a small thing changed my life, right? A sixth grade teacher said, you know what, you're kind of smart. And I believed her. I said, I'm smart, right? So she gave me that sort of opportunity. She sparked the idea in my mind. So that's why my first thing is the scholarship fund, because there are a ton of very intelligent kids that's coming out of these urban areas who can make it all the way if given the opportunity. Things don't happen to you, they happen for you. That's life. Everything is life. It happens for you. Everything is for your greatest good. You can't control the future. I mean, you can control it up to some point. You can't control what others do. You can't control anything. Someone can run a red light, and that's the end of everything. You know, you only can control what you can control. Seeing things from other people's perspective and what other people are going through, you know, it helps me a lot.
Was that somebody else that helped you get to that? Is that therapy? Is that group? Is that
Part of therapy, but part of being who I am, you know, but definitely a lot of therapy. I've been taught everything but emotional intelligence. You know, that's not what you're taught as a young man growing up in projects. You're taught to survive.
If I'm working on a project and I don't believe it's going to be a success, I can't do it. I can't keep working on this. I got to do something different. I got to get out of this and go try something else. And because I would say, like, I think you can speak those things into existence. Like, you can put that in the universe that it's going to be a success. And then people can, and eventually people see it. And if that passion registers, they can like it and enjoy it.
You have to move based on opportunity. If you have an opportunity to make a living at exactly what you dream about, you have to pursue that at that time when it's there. If the opportunity isn't there, just keep educating yourself as much as possible so that when the time comes, you'll be even better at that dream that you had. What I keep saying is I don't want to totally touch on this too long because I might like start, crying, but I would think that my mom would trade in every single Grammy, BET, every award for her son to have a doctorate, being that she was Dr. West.
And with time comes experience. And with experience, you learn how to deal with things.
I think in business, one of the biggest things is to open yourself up for change. You don't have to change who you are and how you operate, but just, if the landscape has changed, then the way we do business has to change somewhat. We don't have to change who we are. We have to change the way we go about it.
Willing to go as far as further than the other guy, you always prevail. You always end up on top. It's like the kid in the schoolyard that doesn't want to fight always leads to the black eye, because as soon as the other kid identifies he doesn't want to fight, he hits him.
Well, see, ambition is not a learned behavior. It's a part of a person's character. So if a person is really ambitious, like, that's what I meant when I said I'm gonna get rich without trying.
I always felt like I could do anything. That's the main thing people are controlled by. Thoughts, their perception of themselves. They're slowed down by their perception of themselves. If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything. I was taught I could do everything.
No one gave me anything. They didn't give me a record deal. They didn't give me anything. Like, I really just took my time and grew it, step by step by step by step. And that goes to not listening to other people again. Because I could have easily been like, wow, maybe I'm right, and maybe what I'm talking about ain't right. You know what I'm saying? They say no one wants to sign me. Maybe what I'm saying ain't right. I could have easily took that. That was easy. That would have stopped the suffering. But I didn't.
I wanted to bring everybody with me. So not be someone new, be a better version of what I already was, but like, you want to do the same thing. They want to shoot dice, they have the same argument, do the same thing. We did that. You know what I mean? It's just circumstances, it puts you back under the same circumstances when you already moved to a different level.
I don't mind losing. I just like to lose at my expense. Let it be my fault. If I'm losing based on someone else's decision to do it, I'm furious.
I think people focus too.
So, it deals for the most part with success. It deals with people who you started your life off with and what success does to them. People look at you strange saying you changed, like you worked that hard to stay the same, like you're doing all this for a reason. And what happens most of the time, people change. People change around you because they start treating you different because of your success. So you are changing. You don't change who you are, the core of who you are, the things you believe, the things you love, and the things you die for, and your principles. You don't change that, but you're going to change who you are. You're going to change. You can't do the same things that you can't hang on the corner. Some people may not be comfortable with that.
I try not to surround myself with people that I have to be defensive around. And that is a defense mechanism. Like, the anger is a more comfortable feeling to deal with than having your feelings be hurt, or a person did something you being disappointed.
Bring it to the table, baby. You ain't gotta have no money, ain't gotta be no money. It could just be your inspiration, it could be your ideas.
At it all, even if you have a tuxedo on.
These are the things you go through to make who you are. I don't regret those things. I don't regret them because I don't think I'd be who I am today if I wasn't exposed to those situations. If you ask me, those are unfortunate situations that I've had to experience. If I had a choice, I would definitely went in a different direction. I might have wanted to go to school for business instead of having to go through this portion of my life. I decided I'd be an entrepreneur before I even had any success in either. I was hustling with intentions to earn enough money to not have to hustle anymore.
They have you in a box. You can save the world, but you are working on things that are too small. Take a step back. Stop worrying about your college, your loans, Stop worrying about what job that they got waiting for you in Silicon Valley. MIT, you can save the world. Kids in college, you can save the world. I'll put my life on this interview right now. It's up to y'all. Y'all have the ability to just step back from what you think culture is today. It's not about any candidate. It's not about red or blue. It's about humanity. Y'all talking about is 12 years of oxygen left. Talking about we gonna kill the earth. We can't kill the earth. We gonna kill the things that keep us alive on the earth, and the earth gonna survive. It's up to y'all. Y'all the future. But what y'all working on right now?
Better get up off your ass and get up early in the morning and do that shit. Man, you could be up early in the morning. You could go run 2 fucking miles. You could sweep, you could vacuum, you could do the dishes. You could make breakfast and go do whatever the fuck it is you gotta do. Or you gonna make an excuse. Oh man, my back hurt. Oh man. Man, fuck that shit. Everybody back, everybody legs, everybody head hurt, everybody all that shit. Nobody don't care about that. They're just trying to give me a little extra money. Nigga, you see all these car wash motherfuckers we got coming around here wash your cars? You been supposed to say, hey man, give me a vacuum. Let me do this shit. Hey man, let me do this shit. All these beats being sold, all these features being done, all these, you ain't bringing none of that to the table? You better go get a motherfucking brush and brush the horse hair. The fuck is you doing? You ain't offering nothing? Or you just, I'm gonna wait till somebody give it to me. But bitch, keep waiting, ho. Be patient too. Have a lot of patience.
We're gonna compare it to chess. I think every move made is to be learned from, whether it was a good or a bad move. And I think it all sets you on a path. So in order for me to take back any of those moves, I would have to be unhappy with where I am now. And where I am now is, I couldn't even imagine in my wildest dreams that I would be here.
Like, you did it, you're a billionaire. I'm gonna still be saying, yeah, but I got another idea. And a new idea. And it's just what I think is representation of a person who's truly ambitious. Because ambition isn't a learned behavior, it's a part of your natural character, and you'll always find something to be passionate about, or a new goal, or a new... You see guys sell companies $5-6 billion and go, yeah, okay, now what's the next one?
What we want is a real shot. Not, okay, I'm a celebrity, so that means my line has to cost $10 a t-shirt. No, I understand about quality. I understand about fabrics. I spent 10,000 hours at this. I dedicated my life to this. Then a lot of people say, okay, well, you know, oh, you have to do music. I'm gonna keep doing music, but what if people told me I couldn't rap? What would have happened? What if people told me I couldn't perform? You know, I'm only 36 years old. I have other goals and other things, and I'm gonna use my platform, every platform, to stand up and say, I wanna make something. I wanna make the next Ralph Lauren.
The hardest lesson you're gonna gain always is taking a loss. Once you take a loss, that's most definitely, but the experience, you gotta take it like a champion. Take the L like a champion, take the loss like a champion. But you gotta hold your head up, get back at it. And through those experiences, that's what made me who I am. Wow, the most meaningful aspect of having financial freedom for me is the ability to push the green light when you decide to.
And always believe you're great, even before anybody else believes it. You know, it's an extension of my family. It's like the things that I do. I tell my family all the time. I tell my grandmother, my mom, you know, they're proud. They're super proud and strong women, and they won't ask me for anything.
People don't stand up and protect their dreams. People are too scared of getting, you know, spoofed in a way. And the irony of it is so many people that are creatives. Think about a creative person in school. When you picture them, you probably picture them all the way in the back of your class, sketching or maybe getting beat up. And I'm the one creative. And this is the reason why I went on stage. This is the reason why I did this. Because creatives have got beat up my entire life. And there's moments where I stood up to drug dealers in Chicago and said, you can't have my publishing, come and kill me.
And the business classes were, if everything you needed was in the book, then the teacher would be too successful to teach the class.
Things are meant to happen well. If you believe in yourself enough, you can help yourself learn. You can inspire yourself in different ways where you can actually discipline yourself, to the point that you can become good enough.
The person who gave me the best advice for financial freedom was my mother. She always told me when I was young, Will, if you can't touch it, don't do it. She said, when you buy that corner, you buy that address, you could go touch that. I never forgot it.
My interpretation of it, and it's me making my mark. It's saying, here, this is what I want to be remembered as right here, what I call a new classic, because it's influenced by the Marvin Gaye's and the generation before us, but it's not a recreation of what they've done.
do whatever you're going to do, but you're not going to bully me. You're not going to stop me, because my mother made me believe in myself. No matter how many people tell me, stop believing in yourself. Stop saying what you can do. Stop affirming what you're going to do and then completing that in real life. That's the improper way to do it. I refuse to follow those rules that society has set up in the way that they control people with low self-esteem, with improper information, with branding, with marketing. I refuse to follow those rules. It's about truth. It's about information. It's about awesomeness. And the only luxury is time, the time you spend with your family.
Who got more money and who got more house? You know, you've earned it, buy what you want. But don't forget what's important.
You ever seen a rich one start to fight? When don't well off, don't start to fight.
He did. He's having a good time. His partner, they got battles.
Right? And then you start to fight is not doing his work.
And always coming up, I always believed in the way you live your life, you affect the outcome of your life, you know, calm and everything. So I just want to be remembered as a very honest and straight up guy. You know, I'm pretty much a mirror. If someone's cool with me, like energies attract, right? You give off energy, you get that energy back. So just a person that was of the utmost integrity, you know, honest, very hardworking, and someone who really cared about the culture. Because at the end of the day, that's what I'm pushing everyone for.
Whatever information is coming in front of you, that you choose what's valuable. But the things that you do here that are valuable, if you make it your business to keep it, then you should have to write it down. So you have to say it to yourself or whatever, and you just keep. The person says something and you go, what did you just say? Oh, it's like, put it on my phone. Hold on to it until it becomes a part of you and the way you actually really express yourself.
And I remember the last thing she said, you know what the problem is with all these students? As soon as they did anything, from when they were really little, their parents clapped. And the point she wanted to make to me was, don't clap. You have to push them. You have to drive them. I remember the first time when North climbed all the way to the top of the stairs. Kim would have grabbed her by third stair. But she felt like she had to impress me and be more dynamic, or hit the highest point that she had ever, hit in her life. And Louise was really hard and, difficult with the students, but I felt like when you like Celine, when you like McQueen, all these things that have inspired us, I'm just talking directly about fashion, it's because there were people that pushed that hard.
It's time to working out. You gotta be with a motherfucker that's gonna go harder than you. A motherfucker that's gonna tell you 100 jumping jacks ain't enough.
See a great idea when you see something that's inspiring to you. You could push the green light because you can say, yo, I like this. I wanna buy in on this. I believe in this. I wanna take this to the next level. And that's what you do.
For me to take any of those moves back would be affecting the natural course of where I am now. So I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I mean, of course, there are things in life that you say I could have done differently, but knowing that and being aware of that, for me, it's helped me. Every chess move that I made, I was like, he's gonna do that. It's like it was followed up because I learned from that one. Okay, now I have to change my strategy because, I moved that there, he's gonna move there. Now I have to move this over here. So at the end of the game, I believe I trapped the queen in the corner, to use a great analogy, and I have the king in my side. So I'm pretty happy.
Right now, as a year, we got 1 million people that's listening. Now we can tell them something. Now we can try to get them that way, and we might lose some, we might gain some, but we would never even have that audience had we not said what was real. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm gonna rule the world or I'm gonna change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
Don't give up. I'm telling you right now, don't give in. Get through it.
Don't quit. Don't give up. The team is depending on you. Your kids is depending on you. Your family is depending on you. The guys in the street is depending on you. The people up top is depending on you because they know you can do it. This is the reason why you can't quit. And this is the reason why you can't give up. Because if you want to reach to where you want to reach in life, which is your goals and your dreams, and accomplish all of what you want to accomplish and do all of what you want to do, you're not going to reach there. And take it from me, you're not going to reach there. Quitting and giving up is something for the weak-minded people. So if you want to reach to a different level and you want to be recognized in anything you're doing and you want to reach to the top of your career, don't give up, because there's always going to be this obstacle, this person who's going to stop you, this thing who's going to make you feel like you want to give up because it's hard. But the hard thing is where the glory is. If you want to be in a place where you can feel good and you can satisfy, you have to break the hard things. You have to get into the hard things and conquer it. You have to conquer the unknown. If you don't do that, you can't reach to where you want to reach. If you want to reach to a level where you're going to feel satisfied and feel good in yourself that you have done something, you can't quit. You can't give up. If you build a foundation, keep building. Be successful and you want to reach to the next level and you don't want to go through anything, come on, please. That's a no-brainer. That's stupid. You should plan for all of this. All of what is facing you right now and all of what you're going through, it was set because you want to be this person who is not the normal person. You want to be the average. So for you to be the average, you have to go through things. You have to get the setback. You have to get the criticism. You have to get the hard job part of the job. You have to get all of that. Because if you want to reach to the top of anything, why you think of quitting? Don't expect things to be like you're a child. You're not a child. You're the person who want to be successful in your career, in your job task, in your work, trying to be famous or trying to do anything. You can't be like a child and expect to achieve manly things. So listen to me. Don't quit and don't give up, because if you don't quit and if you don't give up, you will succeed in anything you do. So don't stop. Do whatever it takes to reach the level that you want to reach. Because you know the level you want to reach. I know you know where you want to reach. But if you want to reach there, there's a lot of dark tunnel and there's a lot of things that are going to stop you from reaching there. But that doesn't mean you should eat to it or suck into what is trying to stop you. You have to keep on pushing and don't give up. Don't give up on nothing that you want to get done. Don't give up on your relationship. If you see it's a thing that you need, that's the relationship you need, and the person is with you and you meet in a little roadblock, you can't give up. Find the best ways and means how to do it. If it's with your kids, you have to talk to your kid. You have to try to solve it. If it's your job, you have to try to find the best way. If you have to apologize to your boss and you get flare up because of your boss says something to you, or your boss get flare up of you saying something, find the best way how to solve it, the best way how to fix it. Those things are a roadblock. If you do all of what these things require to reach to the next level, you have to reach. It's a no-brainer. You get paid for the job you do. You get me? Don't quit. Absorb pressure. Strive of adversity. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the team. Don't give up on the kids. Don't give up on anything that you know worthwhile and will satisfy you, give you a peace of mind, help other people to reach the next level. It's always the next level. So let's go to the next level. Don't give up. Don't quit. Be tough as a nail. Don't expect things to be soft and being like a kid, like this, like a child growing up like, come on. So strive after adversity. Suck pressure. You get me? You can't quit. You can't give up. If you quit or if you give up, you will never reach to the level that you want to reach. And the level that you want to reach is always there. Success is on the next side. Michael Jordan and Jay-Z and Bunty and Beanie Man, all those top celebrities in life, in any fields or anything, just listen to their interviews or listen to their documentary or go and check their bio. There's always something there that hold them back, but they have to pull through. You can't just expect to reach to the next level and get success in this state of just not going through anything or not being pressured or not being setback. It's always that. So once you're trying to get to do something, or once you're trying to want to reach to the level that you want to reach, just know that you're going to have setback, and you're going to have all this adversity. You're going to have people trying to stop you. You're going to have all of that. So prepare for that. So when you make preparation for that, you know that when those things arrive, you just know that, listen, I did expect you. So come other than that. So when you want to reach to the pinnacle or the top of what you want to do or what you're doing, there's always going to be setbacks. So plan for it. Get it out of the way. So you can't quit and you can't give up. Because if you quit and if you give up, just go the extra mile and you see. Just don't give up. Because if you give up, it's a part of problem. You get me? So you can't quit. You can't reach the level where you want to reach by not going through things and not reaching to a level where you want to reach and expect that everything is going to be nice and everything is going to be sweet. It can't be. Can't be. You have to go through things. Things have to happen. Setback have to happen. So don't quit. Don't give up. The team is depending on you. Your kids is depending on you. Your family is depending on you. The guys in the street is depending on you. The people up top is depending on you because they know you can do it. So don't give up. Put the pressure on your own self to reach to where you want to reach, because it's always a level where you can do it. It's inside of you. Anything that we want to get done is inside of us. So we have to just pressure our own self. Put the pressure on your own self. Don't expect too much easy stuff. Anything is easy, it's not going to be great. You want to reach to a next level. You want to take things to build. You have to go to the pressure. It's there. It's reality. That's life. That's how it goes. If you never know, well, now you know. So don't give up and don't quit. If you're not going to reach to where you want to reach, and you're going to get setback and you're going to go and start again. Why start again if you build a foundation already? You build a foundation already and then you want to quit. That means you're going to start over. I don't have the time to start over. I'm just going to build on what I had already built. I had already built a foundation. I'm not going to give up. I have to put the work in on what I want to get done. I have to get it done. So I'm not going to quit and I'm not going to give up. If you quit or if you give up, I guarantee it's not going to work. It can't work. Nothing don't jump out of the sky like that. You have to put the work in. You have to get what you want to get done. You have to do the homework. You have to talk to the people who do it. You have to investigate. You have to move to the next level to find and to dig deep into yourself, because it's all in you. Anything that you see someone do and anything someone has done, it's something that is already been done. So don't think in yourself that you're going to go through something that is you alone going through. Rubbish. Just push, just dig deep, go into yourself. Go and find the ways and means how to get around and get things done. Push things and just get things done, because they always can get done. Don't give up, don't quit. It's a weak art. You're gonna be a weak person. A weak person is the one who quit and give up, because I know what I want. And I know if I'm going to do something and I'm going to do it to reach to the next level, I can't quit. And I can't give up. I don't know how to do that. Because once I start something to do what I want to do, I sit and I plan ways and means how I'm going to do it. I often put my things in goal writing, set things down mentally and physically, practically get it together. So I can't quit and I won't give up, because I know why I'm doing what I want to do. And I know the reason why I want to do it. So when this little voice come in my head telling me to quit or give, I don't listen. I don't listen. I like to be pressured, because if you don't get pressure and go through it, you're not going to reach the level that you want to reach. You want to reach to the level that you see this person is in your career and you don't want to go through anything? That's rubbish. Don't quit. The team is depending on you. Don't give up. Your family is depending on you. Your kids is depending on you. You have people that you inspire. You have people that admire you. But you don't know because you're not around them. They don't tell you. So if you quit, you're letting down a lot of people who is looking up to you. Because sometimes you're doing things normally and the average things that people do, you're not doing it and you're taking things to the next level and you think no one is watching. Don't think that. People always watch. They always see things. People are smart. People are intelligent. So don't think what you're doing, you're just doing it alone and no one is seeing. No. So don't give up. Give people what they demand from you. They demand for you to go to the next level and let them come with you. They have you as their role model. So if someone have you as their role model and then you're gonna let them down in the whole process, that you're gonna give up or you're gonna quit. Rubbish. That's not the way people see things. And people need leaders. And if you reach to a stage that you become someone of a sort of that, trying to do the things and make things happen and go to the next level, you becomes a leader. So people always look up to the leader. They follow the leader. So if you quit, just imagine how much people's gonna do the same thing. Because they see you do that, like, oh, I believe in this person. This person is someone that I look up to. And then this person quit. You can't do that. So quitting and giving up is none of what you should have even have in your head. Strive over adversity. The hard things is the big payment. If you want to do the things that normal average people do and you want to reach to a level that you want to be successful, you want to reach to a level where you want to reach on top of your game, on top of your career, on top of all of that, and you gonna quit as you reach to a level where you buck into this roadblock, that's rubbish. If you put a roadblock in front of me and find a different road, I even make one. I can make my own road. I often do that because the normal average human being is supposed to stop me from get what I want to get done. I want to get this done. I want to do this. I go and arm myself with information. I get the person who can help me to make this thing happen. I can't quit. I don't know how to quit. If I quit, I'm going to waste all the time that I put in at first to build a foundation. And if I build a foundation and I quit, someone else is going to take my foundation and just go ahead and build a 10, 15 story that I was only thinking about. So I can't quit. I don't know how to quit and I don't give up. That is not something in me. I burn those things out of my mental and physical being. I don't know how to give up. I'm a bit curious. So I always want to reach to the next step. What is around there? I want to go around there. I want to reach to the next level. I want to go on the top. I want to do all of that. So quitting and giving up is not going to be the thing to get me to the next level. So I don't quit and I don't give up. I strive off pressure to get diamond to becomes the thing that you love to see in your jewels and the jewels and the chains. And it have to go through pressure. You want to be pretty and blooming and all of those things, and you don't want to go through pressure. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. If it was like that, everyone would have all of what they want. Everyone would have all of what they want. So you have to put the work in. Don't quit. Don't give up. Strive through adversity. Take the pressure. Absorb the pressure. And then explode in the beauty of what you want to get done. Because there's always a way. There's always a way out to get things done. There's always a path. There's always... Just go back to the drawing board. You're bucking this roadblock. Okay, what can I do? Go back to the drawing board. Fix what you want to get fixed. Get what you want to get done. Don't make this little voice in your head tell you like, oh, give up. That's weak. Use the voice that said, we are going to find some way out to get this done. We know how to get stuff done. That's... People should know how to solve problem and fix situation. That's the genius. If you want to become a genius, solve problem. And if you want to solve problem, you can't quit and you can't give up because it's going to be a job. It's going to be a hard task. So you have to get all of that done. So giving up and quitting and all of those things should not be in your head. You should all get around that. You understand me? I'm not going to give up. I won't give up. I don't even know how to give up. Sometimes when things get hard, I'm like, okay, you know that you don't get hard on me because when you get hard, I'm going to find a way how to do it. Night, day, midday, I search, I research, I dig, I do homework, I go and find all of the methods that I can use for not giving up and not quitting. Who don't want to use their brain and go to the extra mile, they are the quitters. I don't want to quit. I don't like to quit. Because if I'm putting in work, if I'm putting work in something that I love and something is progressive and something that I want to do to set a legacy and a foundation, and I start to do it, and because I'm in a roadblock, now I'm gonna just quit and give up. That doesn't make sense. All of what I do already will just go down the drain. I don't have time for that. I don't waste time. So like, put the work in and I'm planning for the long run. I don't look at things on the first step stage like, okay, I'm going to do this, and if it doesn't work tomorrow, I'm just going to give up and do. No, I'm going to the distance. That's where I go. I'm a long distance runner mentally. I run this 30,000 meter and this 15,000. Those are the laps that I run. I don't run this little 100 meters. I don't know how to do that. You know? So I won't quit. I reach to my pressure point where I absorb pressure. I absorb pressure and find the ways and means and how to get around what I'm getting doing. Because things gonna pressure you. If it was easy, everyone would do it. So you wanna be this great entertainer. You wanna be this great DJ. You wanna be this great singer. But as a small thing catch you in your career path, you want to give up. I'm going to turn Christian, I'm going to leave the game. No. If you just check one of the person that is in your career path, just go to their bio, check all of what they go through and all of what they have been through to reach where they're at. You just see you're not doing anything. You don't even do anything yet. This guy tried to tell me you want to be this big superstar, and he comes in the street and someone says something about him and he's like, I don't want to say anything. I'm like, come on. If you want to be a star, that's the life of a star. That's the life of a star. Drama, all of those gossip and all of those things, that's going to happen. You want to be a star, but you don't want nobody to talk about you. Oh, I don't understand that. So giving up and quitting is not in my book. I don't know how to do that. I plan for anything I'm doing. I plan for the long run. I plan for the short run. I plan for the medium run. Just come with it. Because I sit down and I put things on paper and put things in my head, what I am going to do. So I plan for this. So if I come today trying to get it done and it's not reach to the level that I wanted to reach, I go back to the drawing board. How can I get this done? How can I get to reach to the next level that I want to reach? It's a step. So I'm not going to go home and like, I'm not going to do this again because I go out there and I meet into a roadblock, and that's rubbish. You shouldn't quit. You don't know how to do stuff like that. Don't do stuff like that. Don't use that in your head. Don't make that little man that in your head telling you to give up and don't do what you want to do to reach a level you want to reach. Success is on the next side. And to reach over to the next side, you have to go through things. You have to go through the twinkling road. You have to go through the darkness. You have to go through you alone. You have to do that. You want to be successful? That's how it built. Success is a building block. It's like you're building a house. The foundation have to dig. The layers have to happen. Everything have to go in planning. You see this big mansion, you think it's just like drop from the sky. No, it have to come from beneath. It have to dig. It have to come from where people don't like to start from. People just like the finishing product. Oh, it's pretty, nice mansion. You see it when it starts. The before and after, go and check it out. It wasn't nothing like that. Understand me? So it's a part of knowing that you can't quit, because if you quit, you're going to give up all of what you put in at first. Just a little more. Just a little more. If you just always go the extra mile, a little more, You will always achieve what the others quit or what the other quitters don't achieve because they're going to give up. They will give up. They don't know how to go the extra mile and take the pressure. Because you can run past tired, you know. You can run past tired if you tell yourself that, listen, I am going to run past tired. When I'm running and I'm running and I'm running and I'm feeling tired, I'm like, just keep on running. Then your body just tripping an autopilot. That auto mode where you're not working off of your own normal energy and stuff like that. You're working off of the auto. Every human being have that. Every human being body have those type of things. We are built for that. But normally those things are in our system dormant. We don't work with it. We don't use it. Once it starts to become pressure and start to push it, we give up. We always give up. I have to do this for the team. The team is depending on me to do this. So I normally do things. After you reach a certain age in life, you stop living for yourself. You're not living for yourself anymore. You're living for your kids. You're living for your family. You're living for the people that you inspire, the people that look up to you, the people that expect the best from you. People are really weak. They don't know how to reach to the next level. So they're looking for a role model and looking for someone to look up to. You don't know who you're inspiring. If you check, you don't even know how much kids, how much adults, how much people in the whole system, in the street, at your workplace, at the community where you live, somewhere, people are always looking up to people, especially when you try and do the things that the normal average people don't do. So you can't give up. You can't quit. If you do that, you're going to let a lot of people down. And why would I really do all of that and all of what I want to do and then in the end just like a small thing that I give up? Come on, that's rubbish. You can't give up. Don't give up. So you have to do it for your team. You shouldn't give up. What is giving up? Giving up is for lazy-minded people. People who don't want to think and use their brain to find ways and means how to find a solution for stuff and find a way to get around, to get things done. There's always a way. I know that. No one don't have to tell me. That's something I prove to my own self. So it's not like I am wondering if there's a thing of not giving up and you're gonna get the pay for it. You're gonna satisfy. When you don't give up, you're going to satisfy. The great could have given up. Michael Jordan could have given up. Michael Jordan, tell you, he talk all the time in his interview how much free throw or how much things he missed, how much pointer he missed before he becomes the person that he becomes. He could have given up. You know, Michael Jordan don't even draft in his high school basketball team. Michael Jordan give up. We wouldn't have this great MJ. We wouldn't even have the Jordan shoes. So giving up is not for people who want to reach to a level where life throw the things that you need or that you dream of to you. Because life want to give you things, but you can't get it if you give up. You want to get stuff? Put the work in. Go the extra mile. Do what normal average people don't do. Because if you do what the normal average people do, you won't be successful. You're not going to succeed. Because the normal average people don't succeed. They don't even know how. Because they don't use their brain. And because you don't want to use your brain, that's the reason why you don't put in the extra mile. Go the extra mile. Get it. That's where all of the success is. Just go the extra mile and you see what I'm talking about. It's not like I'm asking. I know. I see people that I want to talk to about stuff and then this little thing come in my head, don't do it because the person's not going to do what you want them to do or not going to help you to get this thing done. And then I'm like, oh, I don't want to hear your little voice. So I step to the person and step to the people and they're ready to help me. They open their arms are ready to help you. You don't even know how much people want to help you. People always want to help you, but you don't go the extra mile. You get scared. You get fear. And if you want to get to the level where the 1% of people who is successful in the world is, you have to go the extra mile. You can't quit. You can't give up. There's nothing of a sort like that. Giving up, quitting, all of those lame things. The first thing is you have your dreams. You have your dreams. You want to reach to the top of your career or the top of what you dream about. And then you're trying to do it. And as you're reaching a situation, you're going to give up. No, you can't give up and you can't quit. If you want to get to reach to the level where you want to reach, quitting and giving up is a no-no. So you can't quit and you can't give up if you want to reach the level that you want to reach. Because to reach to any level in life, in anything you want to do, there's going to be adversity and there's going to be pressure and there's going to be roadblocks and there's going to be all of what life has entailed to give you. You just plan like, listen, I'm going to take anything life threw at me and turn it into something that I could use as my tool to reach to where I want to reach. Use them to motivate yourself. I am not going to quit. I am not going to give up. Why should I quit? Why should I give up and go back to stage one? No, I don't have the time for that. I just don't have the time for that. I already built the foundation. So I'm going to build up the next level. I'm going to build some more stories on my foundation.